It's time for the moment of truth. Let's find out. Will Joe Beyer be with us for our final season? Or are we going to have 1 year without our fearless leader? I'm so nervous and sad already. Oh, so sad. This could be it, man. He's already 40. He's a man. He's 40. Is Joe gonna retire? I'm afraid to hit the button. Don't make me. Well, that sucks. Huh. Aha, never mind, we're fine. I'll fix it in a minute. It's fine. Here we go. It's like the flag is at the half-mast because we're in somber moods. He's still alive! Yes! Joe Beyer's coming back, baby! Oh my god, I'm done. This stream is done. He's gonna be 41 years old and he's staying. I'm done. My controller hit the floor. It's probably broken. I'm done. Okay, so I'm not actually done, but what the hell, man. Our final season. Regardless of how well we do, I don't care. Joe Beyer is still here, baby. The last dance, right? Ron Darling's career stat line is fucking stupid. Some damn good players that called it quits. Dmitry Vorobyev. God, I forgot all about Vorobyev. Look at him, over 700 points in his career. It's been a long time since Dmitry Vorobyev was on this team. He was here for a long time, too. Sucks to see him go. Geisberg, wow, Geisberger's gone, too. 3rd round pick back in the day. Sebastian Geisberger. Spent some time all over the place. Won a Stanley Cup with Ottawa at the end, so... To Mr. Geisberger, you still got your cup. Congratulations. Whew. Landon Janik retires as well, my god. 5th round pick. Again, we drafted so well. Landon Janik retires. Spent the last 3 seasons away, but this guy, I mean, god, he was a 4th line wizard for a couple of years with those 20-goal seasons. Holmqvist? Yep, Holmqvist was ours too. Former 4th round pick. Hadn't been here for a couple of seasons. This guy, I thought, like, oh my god, here's our 2nd line center. And then he just never captured the same magic. He had that one really good season. Damn, man. Sucks to see some of our players go. A couple big name defensemen as well. Calling it quits. Ron Ebbett. One of the biggest disappointments of this series, Ron Ebbett. He hadn't been here for a long time, but... God, yeah, he was so inconsistent. I don't think we have anybody else in the mix there. And then for the goalies, Alex Zigomanis. Thought he might make it once upon a time. He did not. At least not for us. That's crazy how many people have gone on to retire. And from the Goons this year, nobody calls it quits. Beyer and Niedermeyer are back. Absolutely absurd. One final time, chat. We go to the draft. It means absolutely nothing. But we go to the draft one more time. No, I'm not going to break the rules. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. We are going to take it seriously. Why? Because in my head canon, someone else gets to take over this team and continue the legacy. The Lawrence legacy. The Uriel legacy. And I want them to be as best equipped as they can be. to take over this team. Maybe it's you in your own time, and you just imagine that you're in the future. Because why not? But somebody is going to inherit a damn good team. I will make sure of it. I will make sure of it. Someone is going to inherit a lovely, lovely team. And what a team it's been. Mike Dilberry. Maybe it will be Mike Milbury that takes over. Who says no? Everybody. Hudson Galena, hello. I mean, you gotta figure, if I can draft somebody that's good enough, they might actually be able to get into the lineup this year. Actually, this Conley guy could be pretty sick. Dahlman. So, I mean, if we take a forward, it's clearly Galena. Says he'll be ready in 2 years. Now we get a guy with a Theo comparison. Are you kidding me? Joe Beyer becomes GM in our channel canon, right? If he becomes top line wing and coach, Joe Beyer, and GM, he does it all. The man does it all. Oh boy. Well, if we take a defenseman, it's Corvo. If we take a forward, it's Galena. It's got to be Hudson Galena of the Vancouver Giants. We get a 66 medium top 6 with our final first round pick. You'll love to see it. Let's see who else we can get here. Because typically, the reason why I'm going to try hard with this draft is typically the final draft, if you hit year 25, and we've done it a couple of times, if you hit year 25 and you have a certain limit on who or what type of player you could draft, then they love to just be like, LOL, here's this great player that you're never going to get to see develop. Like Nico Kallio. Holy shit. Are you joking me? All 5'11" of them. Christ alive. My God, I think we're taking that goalie just for the fun of it. Jesus. Yeah, let's go take that goalie. How disappointing are you going to be, sir? How disappointing are you going to be? A 74 overall goalie, medium fringe. What a guy. Should start him in the playoffs. Good Lord, could you imagine if he had a better potential than that? Could you imagine, chat? Nice little 74 overall. Again, we are going to leave this new GM with one hell of a foundation. Let me tell you. I wish that was an OFD. Who else is here? Plus, you know, for the final time, I want to enjoy the fact that I'm limited to drafting only these players, because I don't know when the next time we'll do a Goon squad is. Might not be for like a year, you know? It's just kind of one of those things that you enjoy it while you can, you know? You enjoy the limitations while you have them. The draft of 1,001 goalies, by the way. Jesus. 74 is NHL ready? Apparently. By this game's definition. Oh boy. I don't miss this stage of the draft when it's like, cool, what the hell do we do? Let's take a random defenseman for the hell of it. It's gonna be Chorney. Screw it. How good are you, Eric? Eh. Meh. Who else do we got? Anybody else want to be crazy good for me? Anybody? Anybody possibly, potentially want to be really good? Maurice Tebow, you want to be really good? How about Saul McKinley? Better draft Saul. Jesus. All these hours. You could take the shortcut and just pay for your Hut team, you know? Will this goalie actually be a high elite? Who knows? Alright, who do we got on the board? This overage defenseman or this goalie who's going to be sick? Let's take Saul McKinley. Everyone needs a Saul. Yeah, he's not that good. Well, as we knew, this draft class quality is straight booty. And it's one of those things that makes me wonder, if we do the UDFA challenge, do we jack up the quality of the drafts? We honestly might have to. At least in the later years, because holy shit. The past, like, 10 years of this draft, just about, have been awful. Woeful. Disgustingly bad. Just dreadful. Doripos. Good old Kelly. Come on down. You're horrible. Oh boy. Yeah, this definitely wasn't the draft to take seriously, huh? My god. Well, 2 goalies who could be elite. Dean's probably not anything good. Jaden Lynn. I wish it was Jeremy Lynn. I can tell dumb people on Instagram to sit down. Well, you know, I don't know if we're going to end the drafting portion of this challenge on a Dan high note after all. Can you still scout now? I'm pretty sure it doesn't stop you from scouting, yeah. I just don't have to care now. Alright, you're going to be awful. We got 2 picks left. Let's go for Amari Maguire. Horrible. And last but not least, our final draft pick ever from the Winnipeg Ice. It's Jaden Lynn, who's horrible. Oh boy, that's it. The final 7 players we'll ever draft. The final 7 that we'll ever draft as we look to set up this team for one final season. The last of the dances. The last of the dances. Dan. Coaching tires again, probably. Can't believe Joe Beyer made it until the end. No kidding. I might have to let go of our goalie here. I don't want to. See what happens. He probably won't have the spot on the roster to sign. Defensively, holy shit. Well, time to throw some money around. We've been great at it over the course of this series. Let's throw some money around. It's nothing new to us, this process. Mr. Saprikin, come on back for one more year. We're keeping this band together, damn it. Ernie Abdelkader, our fearless enforcer. Barbara will get RFA'd. Oh, God, who else do we have to worry about? Yikes. Rory Perreault, 7th rounder in 2042. Trash. Karainen, Marco Karainen, 6th rounder in 2042. Trash. Forrest, 3rd rounder in 2042. Trash. Rosehill will sign for the hell of it, I guess. Oh, Yves Devereaux has to come back. He is in solid decline at this stage. Like, brutal, brutal decline. What do we got for the forwards that needs to come back? Lundberg will get qualified. Sahonen, holy shit. This is gonna get expensive. $13 million for you. Uriel, I took 1,000 penalty minutes legacy. Mr. Teratukin, holy balls. Oh my god. We might not be able to keep this team together. Everyone's looking to cash out. Jesus Christ. This is unreal. We gotta bring back Bokaboom. Holy shit, even Bokaboom wants like 7 million? What the fuck? Can imagine how much Jarvis wants. We got a bunch of other dudes to worry about here in a minute. Just advance a day for the moment. See who signs and who doesn't. The vast majority just signed. We're down to $2 million. We have $2 million, guys. We are fucked. Well, get ready to say goodbye to some people. I wasn't playing it very safe with the money. Uh-huh. Right. We are fucked. Oh my god, we're so screwed. Holy shit. Kick McClement off the team. I can't. We qualified him. Sinitsyn, I'm gonna have to buy you out, buddy. Good old Philip. 4th rounder in 2041. He's not that bad, but we gotta buy out old Phil. And sign up Wilm. Defensively, are we losing anybody important? I don't think so. Carpentier. Yeah, you're probably out, buddy. Sorry. 2nd round pick in 2035. Rene Carpentier is out. Mr. Persson. We'll re-sign you. Anybody? So much for leaving him in a good place. They're all 1-year deals. He'll be fine. Whoever the mysterious man is that takes over this team, they'll be fine. The only question is UFAs. I think the main guy I'm losing is Niedermeyer. After all this time, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose Niedermeyer. Like, Vatanen, I don't really care about. This guy never shows up in the playoffs. He's got great stats, but yeah. Kai Vatanen, 53-point season. He's going to have to go. Viitanen. Olli Viitanen, he's going to have to go too. Oh, yeah. 2nd rounder in 2036. He's on the way out. Let's see. Mr. Ladd, we'll bring you back. Seal, we'll bring you back. Qualify the other Fedorov. Hudson Ribeiro, bring you back. We'll handle the two-way deals at least. Mr. Samal, is this team even going to make the playoffs? Pyro, we've been saying that for 4 years now. And every year it works out. Oh, ye of little faith. Oh, ye. So the question now is, do I buy out somebody? Holy shit. So we have 1,000 RFAs. What about UFAs? It's just Niedermeyer that I can't sign. I don't care about the other ones. If Sumal wants to go, sure. If Ladd wants to go, Viitanen, Vatanen, whatever. There has to be a way to keep Niedermeyer, and it's gonna be buying somebody out, unfortunately. I don't really have to care about the buyout penalty anymore. I mean, we're not paying a goalie anything. Defensively, I mean, there's an argument to buy out one of the big four. Maybe even Ernie Abdelkader. Depending on how much Niedermeyer wants. You know? Or for the forwards. I mean, Teratukin wanting 15 million screwed us. Bookaboom's request too is a bit much. Oh my god. How much did Niedermeyer want again? Oh, he only 5.6. Yeah, 5.6. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to buy out a deal to keep Niedermeyer. Unfortunately, somebody has to go. I think it makes sense for it to be a defenseman. And it kind of makes sense for it to be Ernie Abdelkader to keep the big four intact. But then I still might have to trade a member of the big four. I thought the money was gonna last for Bookaboom, okay? Who are you to doubt Nate Bookaboom? Okay, maybe you should doubt Nate Bookaboom. He scored some big goals, okay? Let's buy out Nate Bukaboom. Nate, I love you, but you gotta go. We'll keep Niedermeyer to stay loyal. Pretty much offer him, I mean, close to the max, and then yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of somebody else. Niedermeyer's back. We still have a shitload of RFAs. Where I don't know how the hell I'm gonna keep them all. For this lovely final season. We'll figure it out. Really quickly with the coaching staff. I don't need to worry about scouts anymore because it's our final year. Only thing I really need to worry about is an NHL assistant, which I mean, I could just sign Booze. Or we can look to bring back Beyer. Mario. Beyer. The Beyer. So as expected, to keep the dream alive, we had to get rid of a shitload of people. A shitload of people. Once people, you know, once the rats start jumping off the ship, everyone's like, yeah, no, we should probably just take the money and run, shouldn't we? Alright, Beyer came back. Holy shit, we actually got an offer sheet, but it's for our goalie, who I'm going to keep. Because we wouldn't get any compensation. So welcome back, Braden McClellan. And we get another offer sheet. It's to Sam LaBarbera. I wouldn't get anything compensation-wise. We have to let go of somebody. We have to free up money. We have to. Especially because Lundberg couldn't be signed otherwise. I mean, for the forwards, I gotta be honest, letting go of a real legacy is not the worst idea in the world. Or a more obvious shout would be one of the big defenders. But I really want to keep that top four intact. Because otherwise that defense is rough. Or the four, like, regardless, like, aspects of this team are gonna be rough. Real Legacy's been here for a long time. I think we're just gonna let LaBarbera walk. We'll let him go, probably. 7th round pick, but that third pairing doesn't exactly have to be strong. We're gonna let LaBarbera walk. I'm not gonna try to save him. He can go to Carolina. Another casualty of the cap system. Goodbye to Sam LaBarbera. And we'll see if we can make something happen here. Alright. We don't know what we're going to do with Ola Lundberg to set up this final year. But we are going to see what we can do. Oh boy. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Our final season. We've made it. We still have 5 RFAs. Because people are dumb. Jarvis still wants $3 million. West doesn't want all that much. Lundberg wants $8 million. Oh boy. That is a lot of money to clear out. That is a lot of money to clear out. Liston's listed now at low franchise. That was a fun thing to say. We got to keep that defense intact. I can't believe I'm saying it. Ernie Abdelkader's got to go. 4th round pick in 2030. The big man. Ernest Abdelkader has to go after 922 games and a Stanley Cup ring with the team. Ernie, I gotta free up that little bit of space, buddy. I gotta do it. Again, Hill is on a 2-way deal. Lawrence Legacy is not. I don't know why that went back to Lawrence Legacy. Forward-wise, I don't know what else we do here to free up cap. It's gotta be... I can't get rid of these 3. Like, they're our big 3 right now. Oh, boy. I don't know how we're going to sort this out. All I know is that Ernie Advocator's got to go. Let's see if we can send him to Boston. Doesn't matter if I bring in extra draft picks now because we're fine. Right? Like, we're at the end. I just don't want to send him to a Western team. I don't want to have to play him unless we make the Cup final. Alright, whatever, Columbus. Just take the draft picks. They're literally irrelevant. Thank you. Pissed off Joe by trading away Ernie, but it had to be done. It's Cardwell enlisted at the NHL level. Scrappin'Lee at Legacy Saprikin. Hakkarainen might be making this team. Hakkarainen might be making this team. That third pairing is going to be a little bit weak. A little bit weak. Got some of these younger guys we're never going to see, like Crab, Galena, Tapper. It's a shame. Whoops, didn't mean to back out there. So the remaining RFAs. Oh boy. I mean, we got enough money to sign Jarvis. You know, if he'll accept $3 million. We got enough to sign Jarvis at least. Oh boy. Reynolds signs, Antonio signs, Jarvis signs. Cardwell's a big fan of Jarvis. I can't imagine why. So if we look at this team, I think that pretty much has to be our defense. I think it has to be. And forward-wise, it's 10. Oh my god. This team's not making the playoffs. There is no fucking way. Our entire depth has just been disintegrated. Holy shit. Wow. Like, I know one of our big players is an RFA right now, but hot dog is this team. Hot dong. And not in a good way, I guess? Like, Jesus, dude. This team sucks. Like, badly. Jesus. At least John Yassin is good. I mean, it wouldn't be a Goon squad if we didn't go into the last season being absolutely terrible, would it? Would it really be Goon squad if we didn't go into the final year being the absolute worst? Oh boy. How much cap space do we have? 2 million. 2 million. In cap space. Whew. Somebody's got to go if we're going to make it work. Otherwise, we just sim and hope that our dude is going to drop that request number. I think this is going to be the team to start the year. And unfortunately, without an enforcer, that third pair is going to struggle. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. That's all I can say. And then on this, God, on the NHL side, what the hell? What the hell? We got a +5 on the third line. Never mind, we're making the playoffs. We got a +5 on the third line. We're gonna be just fine. Oh god. Can I get rid? Okay. Oh, EA, don't you do that Jabatin bullshit. Alright, that works. We Niedermeyer, Jarvis, Sahonen. Teratukin, Beyer, Fedorov. And we'll see how that works. I mean... It's the weakest team that we've had in a long time. To put it nicely. It is the weakest team we have had in a long time. What do you recommend for sim engine scoring and shot frequency when at 10 out of 10 attributes? I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, though, right? If you're trying to hit, like, realistic, you're never really going to hit it with the way this works. I've messed around with it a bunch. I don't think you're ever going to hit the realistic settings that'll help replicate what we see, like, in a modern-day NHL, like in real life. So, it really does depend on what you're kind of looking for in terms of setting. Alright, we're going to sim a little bit into this first season and hope that that dude drops the money total request. One final season, guys. And it is because we can literally go no further than what we're about to do here. We will hope, as West signs, I was going to say, we will hope that our RFAs either accept the deal or drop their request. At least drop the asking price. And we'll take it from there. Will Beyer score 30 again? That is the big question. Are we finishing this right now? I think so. I think so, because I don't know if we're making the playoffs. Lundberg's down to $7 million. We desperately need to sign him, but we'll see what happens. The AHL will have Nasir West for the moment as his punishment for not immediately signing. Heading into the year, our final year, 86, 93, 88. It is the lowest offensive rating that we have had in a while. We won the President's Trophy last year after losing Ekman, so we thought we were cooked. Yet we still made it work. Let's see how we do. Eight 0-1 to start the season. Oh, if we make the playoffs again. If we make the playoffs again. Lundberg's asking price has since gone back up. Oh, Lundberg, you gotta be kidding me. You are in no room right now to ask for more money. We're doing well without you. We're doing well without you, and you have the audacity to ask for more money. That's ballsy. I'll give him that. That is incredibly ballsy to ask for more money. I don't know if we're going to sign Lundberg or not. We'd essentially have to trade him out for a different forward. Is it worth it? You know, it'd be him or Legacy, essentially. Is it even worth it at that point? We'll see if he continues to try and play hardball. We've won 7 in a row. Let's go to the middle of the month and see what Lundberg's update is, as I'm sure we'll lose a lot this month. Oh yeah, 3 out of 4. The Sens already fired their head coach less than a year after winning the Cup. 12-3-1. 12-3-1. Mr. Lundberg. What do we got? 8.3. We pretty much have no way to free up that cap space. We pretty much don't, unless we give up one of our defensemen. But the thought is that the defense, probably the reason as to why we're this good. You know? I mean, you've already seen how weak that third pairing is. I think Lundberg's just on the outside looking in. There's nothing we can do for him. We've played hardball and shut people out before. I think Lundberg's getting shut out this season. As rough of a loss as that is, we have to keep this defense together. So I'm thinking Ola Lundberg is out. I had a 50-win Oilers team today. Smith got hurt, then Koskinen and Stalock both put up under 900, so I had to play Olivier Rodrigue. I mean, it's It's Rodrigue, isn't it? Also, I mean, not totally unrealistic now, is it? Joe only has 5 goals. I need to get Joe out on the wing. That's where Joe has always done well. I know Fedorov doesn't have the best face-offs. Yeah, I mean, this defense goes down the goddamn tubes. If I try to make room for Lundberg, I think we can make it work without him. I don't want to try to make it work without him. He'd really boost up that third line, but Mr. Lundberg, I'm going to sim to November 24th. What is your asking price, sir? What is it? You put up 89 points last year, and we pretty much miss it, but also we kind of don't. He wants 8.3. Ola Lundberg's going to have to sit out the season. There's no way around it. I mean, you could argue it's worth cutting Legacy to bring in Lundberg, but also we got that +5 on that line. Andrew Niedermayer's not what he used to be. Let's just go for it. Ola Lundberg, it's as if we let go of you. You're out, buddy. Take that request and shove it. The one RFA whose numbers didn't really drop. So forever we'll have to question what would have happened if we made moves to bring back Ola Lundberg, but we'll now never know. We'll never know. We have seen the last of Mr. Lundberg in this series. We continue to march on to see if we're going to be in the playoffs this year. We might be, we might not be. Let's go to February 1st. A lot more losses mixed in with the wins. Don't have to care about scouting at all. 29, 14, and 6. The top team in the Pacific Division. Joe only has 11 goals. I think the luck that the goal-scoring touch has run out for Joe Beyer. I think it has. Honestly, I'm going to swap he and Niedermayer and just see what the hell happens. We'll just see what happens. Let's keep going. Some concerns about that fourth line, but it is what it is. Gonna moves the Grappin down as well. Goalie-wise, Liston only has a 908. Joe, that is not the the ideal way to make yourself the starter over Cardwell heading into the playoffs. We go to March 1st. I don't think Joe Beyer's going to hit 30. It's going to take until his final season for him to not hit 30 goals. Man, we're losing a lot more games, too. 36, 18, and 9, though. Top team in the division by a lone point. Beyer up to 17 goals with 19 games left. I think the streak ends, guys. Over 900 goals for Joe Beyer. We will see where he finishes. Reunite Beyer and Legacy for one last run. You know, I was tempted to do that. I mean, I'll probably reunite that bottom line. Sahonen puts up quite a few assists. I mean, I want people that can set up Joe. We have a grinder on that lower line. We don't. Honestly, let's make it a boys' club. Our 3 oldest tenured forwards. We'll put on a line together. Just because. Just because. Niedermeyer, legacy Beyer. One last time. One last time. Beyer still almost a point per game. The pension pals. Oh, that's a beautiful name. It is. Let's see if Joe can go on a magical run. He's on 17 goals. Can he score 13 goals in a month? Can Joe Beyer score 13 goals in a month? The Arthritis Allies. Beautiful. First period. Teratukin and Fedorov go off. One more goal. No goals from Beyer. 4-1 win over Florida, though. We take on Chicago. Can Joe Beyer score? Second period, third period, we tied it. Joe Beyer's got one. And in overtime, we go to the shootout, and the Goons win it. Joe Beyer in the shootout. It's a shame it doesn't count. That's one more for Beyer. We take on Dallas. What can we do against the Stars? First period, 1-1, Salminen. Third period, we get another goal. It's Jarvis, and Dallas wins in overtime. So no goal for Beyer there. He's got one goal in his last 3 games. Anaheim. Come on, Joe. Scoreless first. One goal in the second. It's Langenbrunner. We lose 3-1 to Dallas. Let's sim halfway through the month. Maybe a little bit more than that. And see if that helps Joe at all. We'll sim our next 5 games. Or 4 games. We'll see where it's at. Bassett, by the way, if you're still here, I missed your follow and I apologize. Burnaby, back in the playoffs one more time, because of course they are. Only 18 goals for Joe, guys, with 11 games left. I hate to say it. I think the streak is finally going to end at 41 years old for Joe Beyer. I think the streak finally ends. Goal for Beyer. Niedermeyer. Empty netter for Persson. 5-2 win over Toronto. But Joe is running out of time fast for that 30-goal season. Scoreless. We got a goal, it's Kovacs. We get another goal, it's Sahonen. Shootout. Doesn't happen. Slow sim always seems to hurt Beyer. It seems to hurt a lot of our players. 19 goals for Joe. 40 goals for Rodrigo Jarvis, by the way. Let's keep the old boys club together. Fuck it. Oh, back-to-back against the Battle of Alberta. We are technically battling for a playoff spot right now. It's Calgary. Kovacs scores. We get one more goal. It's Fedorov. We lose 4-2. We're struggling a little bit heading into the playoffs. There is no guarantee that we make the postseason this year. Fedorov scores. We're going to overtime again. And we lose in a shootout. In general, this team has kind of stalled out offensively as of late. No super high scoring games. Minnesota. 3 goals, none of them for Beyer. 2 goals, none of them for Beyer. We win 5-4. The Joe Beyer 30-goal streak, which has lasted his entire career, is going to end in his final season. Fedorov scores. Jarvis scores. Niedermeyer's a grappin'. We're going to another shootout. We win 5-4. Teratukin gets the winner there. 5 games left this season, chat. Welcome to April of 2045. Beyer is stuck on 19 goals. Because unfortunately, this has helped revitalize Niedermeyer. More so than Joe. I'm gonna put Niedermeyer down on the 4th line and just see what happens. We take on Detroit. We're pushing for that playoff spot. We're not going to win the division, which is a good thing. We got a goal. It's Joe Beyer. Second period, 2 more goals. Beyer has 2. And then we lose 6-3. 2 goals for Joe Beyer against Detroit. We take on New Jersey. Is there a late, unbelievable push from Joe? First period, we get a goal. It's from Niedermeyer. Oh, God, New Jersey's just mauling us. We get 1 more goal. It's from Langenbrunner. It was nice to see Joe put up a fight. Unfortunately, at this stage, with 3 games left and a realistic possibility of us missing the playoffs, we need to go back to what was working earlier this season. No doubt in my mind there. Honestly, the bottom 6 has been decent. I have some concerns, but for the most part, they're okay. I mean, and in fairness, what Joe has done is unreal. It is. It's absolutely unreal what he's accomplished in terms of the continued goal-scoring ability, right? Man, I just don't know if Person's dragging his buddy down or what. Legacy and Saprikin's been incredible this season. Let's go with that setup. I know we'll go with that. I mean, I guess that's what we had, but just different lines. We play Boston. Interesting team to play at this stage, huh? First period, 3 goals. Jarvis, Steele, and Sahonen. 7 goals. 2 more for Joe Beyer. He scored with 1 second left. 2 games left in the regular season career of Joe Beyer. The man is on 23 goals. We play Carolina. I don't know if he's scoring 7 goals in 2 games. Call it a hunch. 2 goals. 2 more for Joe Beyer. Oh, if we only had more time. We lose in the shootout. Beyer scored in the shootout. 25 goals for Joe Beyer at 41 years old. We are making it back to the playoffs. Dude, he still has 77 points this year. Jesus Christ. Never below 25 goals in his career. Joe Beyer's final regular season game is against the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm not jumping in to score 5 goals. I'm not doing it. It is what it is. Taratukin scores 2 more goals, 2 for Fedorov, and it's a 3-1 win over Pittsburgh. That'll do it for the regular season. The Goons finished tied on points with the Canucks. They have home ice advantage against us in the first round. 1 more trip to the playoffs for the Goons at 44, 25, and 13. 10th in the league. Goals for average at a 3.16, which was mid-table towards the bottom. Goals against average was bottom 4 in the league. So our offensive output took a huge, huge hit this season. But we look at the points. Vesa Sahonen, point per game. Joe Beyer was 2nd in scoring. Taratukin with 68 points. Jarvis with 58 with 44 goals. Fedorov at 56. Niedermeyer at 53. Uriel Legacy at 49. And honestly, some of the depth scoring was pretty good too. Nobody below 20 points this season. Defensively, 56 points for Lawrence Legacy. Not bad at all. Obviously, that defense took a bit of a hit. And goalie-wise, there's no doubt it's Cardwell. Liston struggled a bit this year. Ooh, imagine your lowest goal total in the season being 25. Oh, man, around the league, the Pitts. Goddamn Pitt brothers, Jesus Christ. We're going to have a rough time trying to make it back to a cup final in our final season. I can tell you that much. There's just a murderer's row here still in the Western Conference. It's unreal. Larry Corso's going to win. Another Norris. Goalie-wise, George Zanata's in Dallas. He had 6 shutouts this year. Yeah, hey, old Billy Bird, who apparently had a 979. Glad to know that glitch is still in the game. Nice. Nolan Barlow, of course, in Buffalo. And there were 2 70-point rookies this year. Jesus Christ. This series has so many Channel Hall of Famers that it does. But there is one who stands above the rest. 41-year-old Joe Beyer. It is the end of his career no matter what. But we look at the record book for the final time. In terms of the franchise numbers, it is obviously all Joe Beyer. Nolan Barlow finishes with the most shutouts. Bobby Peters with the most wins. Everything else is Joe Beyer. In terms of the regular season records, Jamie Oleksiak was the first guy, I guess, to register 82. Cody Gregor had the most penalty minutes in the season. Beyer with the most goals. Ekman with the most points. Legacy with the most assists. Barlow with the most wins. Rookie numbers, the Legacy had the most assists. Peters with the most shutouts. And then from there, it's Beyer for goals and points in his rookie season. Individual game records, of course, those have stood for a very long time. Really quickly, again, if you're watching this on Twitch, go to the VOD after, or feel free to, again, I always put this stuff on YouTube as well. If you care to know, you'll have a way to pause it to be able to see what your team finished with in terms of the 25-year limit and the all-time record holders for your team. So that's on you, not on me. There are ways on Twitch, there are ways on YouTube to see all of this information without me taking 6.5 years to go through all of it, considering there are 32 goddamn teams. So, yeah. Shout out to Guy Lafleur, who still has a shitload of records, apparently. God, it's interesting. McDavid, of course, just dominating. It's weird to see McDavid and Demko up there for the Oilers. Joe Sakic's records, at least a couple of them still stand. Patty Kane's up there for the Hawks. Jake Carpenter, what would this series have been had we acquired him? Who's to say? Ray Bourque still up there for the Bruins. And that's it. So with that, the NHL numbers. Second all-time in games played, and if he could play one more season, he'd be number 1. It's Joe Beyer. Goalie games apparently is Pitt, and we know that's glitched. 4th all-time in goals. It's Joe Beyer. 3rd all-time in points. It's Joe Beyer. He outscored Gretzky, who's been knocked out of the top 5 for fuck's sake, and he outscored Jaromir Jagr. Joe Beyer. Unbelievable. 2nd most games all time. 4th all time for goals. 3rd all time for points. Gretzky still has, obviously, the point and assist record. God damn, man. Fortunately, Spencer Pitt knocked Ekman out of the top 5. He's still tied for 4th. The most 100-point seasons as well. Gretzky was ultimately untouchable. Joe Beyer is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Nobody even needs to vote. He's such an undeniable Hall of Famer that one douchebag sports writer from Calgary will be like, well, I'm going to give it to someone else because it was so obvious he'd make it in. That's the conversation that Joe Beyer is in. You look at his stats at this point as well. It's 74 durability, 84 fighting skills, 75 strength. Like, his shot and puck skills never diminished to that extent. The speed went, but the talent didn't. 3rd overall in 2022. And again, a look at the final regular season point totals. Holy shit. And again, 25 goals is the lowest he ever scored. One season in Guelph, comes here, never forget the 73 goal season, but look at this consistency. It was never scored under 40 points for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from there, it was the 30 streak. He got back to 40 a couple of times, including 47 in 2039. Unbelievable. And even then, his lowest point total ever, I think, was 70 points. Yeah, 68. When 66 in his rookie year. His lowest point total ever was in his rookie season. My God. 20 shorties, 207 power play goals, 30 shorthanded points. I'll go blank there so you guys can see that. Averaged 19 minutes a game in his career. A career 48% face-off percentage. Over 2,600 hits. 400 block shots. An incredible, for the most part, giveaway-takeaway ratio. I mean, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. What a guy. What a player. And we might just have to get that Toledo Walleye Stranger Things jersey. That might have to happen. This team is absolutely set up for success. To avoid what would be ultimately the finale of this, if I were to put it up on YouTube, we're an hour into this specific recording. Technically, if we were to go, I guess, yeah, it has to keep going. It has to keep going. Because otherwise, if we were to lose in that final episode's 20 minutes, it'd be obvious what happens. We got to find out what happens in the playoffs tonight. We got to do it. So really quickly, just to take a look, I think I'm going to drop Stanislav Fedorov for West. And we'll see what's up. Sox, don't tell me what to do. So it's kind of cruel to drop someone just before the playoffs, but I think it's worth it. And let's see what these lines are going to be. So obviously Jarvis won't be that far down. I mean, it's the real question. I mean, we need those grinders, right? So I love that third line. West will be on the fourth line. Beyer, Niedermeyer. I really want to separate those two because they haven't been great in the playoffs, if we're being honest. I don't hate this. I mean, Beyer could be the setup man for Jarvis. Not that that's been his role lately, but that could be the setup. Yeah, I think Beyer being the setup man for Jarvis makes a lot of sense. Niedermeyer, Teratukin, Sahonen, Jarvis, Beyer, Fedorov. It's not bad. Again, it's good enough to make the playoffs. Is this team, you know, going to be capable of winning a Stanley Cup? I don't know about that one, Chief, but it's tough to say just where we're going to be by the end of this, you know? We're going to go for it, though, and we know that Cardwell's our guy. Again, we have made it to 4 Stanley Cup finals. We've won like 6, 7, maybe even 8 President's Trophies. Never won a cup in the aftermath of winning one of those trophies. Macho Hyperspace, thank you for the follow. It has been an incredible run for this team. It is time for our final playoff push. One final time we get to go to the playoffs and see what happens. Burnaby makes it as well after 51 wins, and who else could we possibly play? It's a double matchup against Vancouver. We play the Canucks. Who else could we have possibly played in this situation other than the Canucks? It makes all the sense in the world that we end up against Vancouver for this final time. I disagree with the Cardwell decision. I don't care. Because their save percentages were both incredibly close. And who won us the Stanley Cup? I'm not starting Liston. You can't change my mind. Cardwell's the guy. I don't give a shit about low franchise. Sean Cardwell gets the starts until he proves that he shouldn't be trusted. And how is that going to happen when he won us a goddamn Stanley Cup? You see what I'm saying here? Is there a special mask we can give Cardwell? Is there a special mask that we can give Cardwell? Could give him the actual walleye, even though the colors don't match at all. And the Olomouc colors match pretty damn well. Cardwell is worthy of being the only man to wear a specific mask in this team's history. He really is. It's just what mask fits that theme, you know? I mean, he is a beast. I just don't like the blue. The Maine Mariners mask. The Gladiator. I mean, Cardwell is a gladiator. We might have to default to that. He does bring the thunder. Oh, God, you know? And at times, he has been on fire in the playoffs. Not literally, but figuratively, of course. You know, I don't want to waste too much time with this decision, but we want to do this right. We want to end on a high note. A Dan high note, of course. He gets to rock the gladiator because he is a gladiator, goddammit. Sean Cardwell's our guy. And for the final time, number one, I didn't look at our new additions. Matty Hakkarainen. Look at old Matty here with his golden laces. Look at that hair. Matty Hakkarainen. Oh, God. Hyperspace, we can only hope, right? Per Person. Similar hair. What a man that Per Person is. Well, pair squared. Victor Langenbrunner, I think we've looked at before, but we'll take another look at our boy. Yeah, we've looked at Victor Langenbrunner before. Grandson of Jamie at this stage. We have not looked at Rodney Seal. Shout out to the only Rodney in this team's history. Good old Rodney. You sure look like a Rodney. You sure do. And of course, Holden Kovacs. The last new dude to look at. Man, this team's got some flow to it, doesn't it? Jesus. For the last time. Oh, Captain, my Captain. The gray beard is coming off. Joe, he brought in the fucking Just for Men. He brought in the Just for Men, damn it. No, we're going totally bald on Joe. We're going... No. Do we go with the power stash? No, I don't think Joe's a power stash kind of guy. We go bald. He's going back to being a bald man. Because that's what he is. He's a beautiful, bald man. And can he lead us to one more cup? Lakos, what's going on? Good to see you. Guys, it's time. It doesn't feel real. We have hit the 25-year limit. This is our last run. Our last hurrah. One final playoff charge. One cup in 4 finals appearances. One of the best teams we've ever had. One of the most fun series I've ever had between YouTube and Twitch, with some of the most legendary players that we could have ever imagined. Ekman, Beyer, Niedermeyer, Cardwall, so many names. And it comes down to this. Arguably our biggest rivals. We take on Vancouver, who are just as stacked as ever. With Tillett, Pietrangelo, and Lynn, Spike Sestito, Jakub Shishkinov, and Alvin Selleck, former Goon, and Jesper Lundin. One of our best draft steals ever. With Noah Holloway and Omar Nugent-Hopkins, and a fourth line of Dmitry Safaronov, Matthias Huselius, and Kevin Mellenby. Defensively, Casey McArdle and Callie Gunderson, Alex O.D. Marchessault, and Sam Carpenter. Not the same Carpenter. And Kirill Lazarev with Roy Burns. The goalie is Steve Van Ryn. One more time we go to war with the Canucks. We'll never be able to truly see the end of Beyer's career because this will end before we're even allowed to see him retire. 87, 93, 86, 92, 81, 83. The ratings heading into what could be our final match. Our final matchup, our final postseason run. It's game 1 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. First period, 2-1 Canucks. Jarvis gets our goal. Holloway and Mellenby for Vancouver. Second period, we're tied at 3. Lilia and Seal. Lynn was able to tie it up for them. So go figured. Tied heading into the third. We've been here plenty of times. Plenty of times. Lynn gets one past Cardwell. Is that going to do it? Is the answer yes? Yes. That's it. 5-3. Lundin with the empty netter. Vancouver comes back to win in the third period. The Canucks take game 1. Not the best performance from Cardwell. That is okay. I am not giving up on him. It's game 2. Let's go for it. CGM, we lost in the second round to Calgary. I think it was. First period of game 2. 2-0 Vancouver. We might have to give up on Cardwell. Second period, we are going to have to give up on Cardwell. We're going with Cardwell. Game 3. Game 3. I don't care. Cardwell won us a cup. We stick with him until we're dead in the ground, damn it. First period, 1-0 Canucks. Second period, 2-0 Canucks. We can't fucking score goals. It doesn't matter anyway. We go to the third, down by 2. We tie it. Fedorov and Langenbrunner. 2 goals in 15 seconds. To overtime we go. Here in Game 3, home team is yet to lose. Will Vancouver break that streak? The answer looks like it's going to be yes, based off of the shots. God damn it, and you guys wanted to take out Cardwell. Fuck. Vancouver leads 3-0 in the first round. Oh, no. We go down with the ship. We go down with the goddamn ship. No matter what, we go down with the ship. And how fitting would it be for us to get swept in our final series? Is this the final game for the Goons? Game 4 on home ice. Is this it? First period, 3-1 for the Goons. Sahonen, Teratukin, and Niedermeyer. Lundin gets one back. Second period, 4-3 for the Goons. Niedermeyer, but goals for Lundin and Safronov. We go to the third. Here we go. Is this it? Power play killed. Salminen makes it 5-3. Tillett makes it 5-4. Woo. 18 seconds left. A lot can happen in 18 seconds. But we gotta go out there. Hopefully I don't blow it. But we gotta go out there. Because this is likely Joe's final home ice appearance here. I hate to say it, but this is likely the last time we get to see Joe on home ice. There he is. God, pray for me that they don't immediately score.
They go on the attack through center. Maintains possession. Goaltender is now at the bench. The extra scores! Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and watch two of my defensemen just allow him to fucking pass the puck in front. EA, fix your fucking game. Fix your fucking game. This guy doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing. Fix your goddamn game. Come on now. Well, guess who gets the score of the winning goal? Because I'm not getting cheesed. Yeah, 93 rated defense, by the way. Guess who gets the score of the winning goal to send his team to Game 5? He wants to get going. Yeah, we're going to have to go to overtime. Unbelievable, EA. Unbelievable. Well, we get the pop to see Joe Beyer become a playoff hero one more time.
Oh, you can feel the tension in this arena. Sudden death overtime is underway. Quick feed to Beyer. Puts it on.
Damn it.
Off the crossbar. My goodness, what a
Oh no, that better go in. God, are you kidding? Come on, Jarvis, pick the fucking thing up.
But it rings off the bar, and the game's tied still.
It's alright, Joe. It's on fucking rookie. How tough can it be? Motherfucker!
Here's a short pass to Beyer. Takes a wrist shot.
Come on! It's on rookie! How is he stopping that? No, it's gotta be Joe. It's gotta be Joe. That's gotta be Kane. And it's gotta be Joe Beyer who wins it in overtime. Joe gets to end Game 5 as a hero. For Game 4, he forces Game 5. One final salute to the home crowd. Why is the skating so slow? Because the players are slow as fuck at this stage, dude. Joe's old as shit. Old as shit. One final salute for the Goons, guys. I think it's the last time we'll ever see it. We go to Game 5. We go to game number 5. And we see what happens. Can we keep the dream alive? Game 5. Here we go. First period, 2-0 Goons, Teratukin and Seal. Second period, 3-1 Goons, Niedermeyer and Selleck for the Canucks. Can we force one more home game? One more match. One more match. Can we do it? Can we do it? Shishkinov scores late. Kovac seals the deal. We're going to game 6. 2 wins in a row for the Goons. Card wall. That is why you don't give up on the card wall. That man won us a cup. We live and die by the wall. Game 6 coming up. And how appropriate would it be to reverse sweep the Canucks as our AHL team takes care of Utica? It's game 6. Is this it? Is this the final game in the history of the Goons? First period, scoreless, 10 shots to 8. Second period, not scoreless, it's Nasir West. We're up by 1. Can we force game 7 back home in Vancouver? Sestino scores. Fedorov scores. Come on, boys. Come on. Hold. Fuck. Are we gonna get to watch an overtime? No, we're not. The Vancouver Canucks win it in 6. With 1:07 to go. And mercifully, it's over. It's over. Fuck, dude, it's over. 25 seasons in the books. It took us forever to make the playoffs. And then once we did, I think we only missed one time, right? Like we made the playoffs and then missed again, and then just continued to make the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Ekman, Beyer, Niedermeyer, Cardwall. I mean, defensively, you would have thought like Lewis Johnson or even someone on forward like Oberg. Who knows where Rodrigo Jarvis would end up. Like, the next gen's there. Jarvis, Turtukins, Suhonen, Fedorov. The card wall. We'll never forget 2041-42. Nearly back-to-back Stanley Cups for the Goons, and then in our last 2 years, we just couldn't get back there. The funny thing is, there are so many names from this series, dude. So many names. Joe Beyer's obviously at the head of that list, but... we'll see if we can end it with a Calder Cup. Oh my god, hold on. Well, for old time's sake, what do we say? What do we say? We go out on the back of a Calder Cup. What do you say? For old time's sake, so we'll leave Devereaux on the roster. We don't have to give a shit about morale anymore, so it's fine. Who gives a shit about morale? Who gives a shit about morale? Not me. Not me. Joe Beyer finally sees the AHL. Never thought I'd see the day that Joe Beyer's finally down in the minors. But here we are. Now, if they lose this Calder Cup, I'm going to be very disappointed. We'll just go best lines and see what happens. I mean, let's be honest, they should be good enough to win. Can the boys end it on a Calder Cup? They win game 1. They win game 2. They win game 3. Burnaby's off to the Calder Cup final. It'll be Milwaukee or Henderson. They played Henderson in the final before. They'll play Henderson again. They win game 1. They win game 2. They lose game 3. They win game 4. Holy shit. Oh my god. Well, we might not get to end this series on a Stanley Cup, but we are gonna cheese our way to a Calder Cup on the way out. Because why the fuck not? Why not? I never even customized these jerseys, did I? All I did was slap a logo on them. Incredible. Yeah! Praise us, what's going on? God, it is good to see you, sir. You are just in time for the finale of a 25-year journey. The final minute and 22 seconds of one of the greatest virtual players of all time's career. How'd the stream go, though, dude? It is good to see you. Thank you for that. For anybody who has not checked out my new best friend, just to piss off Crash Andrews. Drop the shout out there. This is it, guys. The final minute and 13 seconds of Goon Squad 2. When the natty Ole Miss took over Arkansas State. And the number 1 athlete, Jesus. The luck.
And just hitting the final minute now in regulation of this blowout.
1:05 left in Goon Squad. It's actually kind of sad to know that this is it. You know? It's kind of sad to know that this is it. 25 years worth.
Here he is, shot right in front. His reflexes on display tonight.
Joe Beyer stayed with us until he was 41 years old. He's on the ice now as a left wing.
Far from the finish line now as they lead it late in this third period. The Silver Knights take possession off the faceoff.
42 seconds left. We cheese our AHL team to an AHL title. The Calder Cup.
Henderson's going to play it from the corner. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone.
Oh, man.
Moves it quickly over to Skinner.
25 seconds left and it's over. We hit the 25-year limit. Here goes Joe. Look at old Joe.
Henderson's got control of it now from their own end.
Not quite Burnaby Joe, more like Guelph Joe.
Up along the wall on the right side.
One final rush. Joe Beyer over the line. Passes over. Stopped. Here it is. The end is here. Beyer, Legacy, and Niedermeyer as the forwards. And that'll do it. One final Calder Cup. One final trophy. We won like 3 or 4 Calder Cups, like 5, 6, 7 President's Trophies, and 1 Stanley Cup. And we've reached the end. The NHL team goes down to the AHL and steals the trophy. It's our silver medal over the silver, over the Silver Knights. It's perfect. I don't know if I'm going to start a new franchise immediately. We might have to take a couple days off or something. You know? Maybe focus on 2K10 a little bit. Because damn. You know? It's going to be tough to just start something new after a 25-year adventure. Look at Rasputin. It's Andrew Niedermeyer. And there's fucking Davey Allison, Mr. Liston. I don't know who the captain's going to be. I don't think it'll be Beyer. It might be. I hope it named Beyer, captain by default. Sounds like the Caps, pretty much. I don't know who the captain is. It's not Joe. I forgot to make sure that Joe was the captain, but that's okay. A Calder Cup for the boys. Coco, the 921. For old Joe. Rasputin gets the cup. He's a mystic. He's a wizard. Oh, Sal Minen. I don't know if we're even going to see Joe at the cup. Fucking selfish bastards. Hey, Davey Allison. Look at him go. Look at that tash. One final trophy for the Goons. Look at Joe in the back row. Actually, no, he's right close up center. I forgot we got rid of the beard. Joe front and center with Andrew Niedermeyer. That's it. Goon Squad is done. And I hate it. We win the Calder Cup on the way out. It's Toronto and St. Louis. Two teams that we had wars against. Toronto wins the cup. There it is. That's all you fucking get. No overall team stats, no trophy case. Just, you're done. Kick rocks. Oh, it's the worst, EA. It's the worst, and you have to know it is. The record book is officially closed. You can't even look at the record book at the end of it. Holy shit, this is awful. I didn't know you couldn't even look at the record book at the end of it. Jesus Christ, EA. What's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? You know, normally at the past we've had like, hey, let's vote for the channel Hall of Famer. I think we know who the Hall of Famers are here. There aren't even that many that are on the fringe. It's just yes or no when there are some clear yeses. Goon Squad is done. God, it sucks. Oh, it's so disappointing. Beyer had 10 points in 9 games. The boys did quite well for themselves there at the end. One last look at the man. There were some incredible players in this series. Niedermeyer, Ekman, again, defenseman that didn't even make it to full time like Lewis Johnson, but the core four that we had at the end, Uriel Legacy, talk about the dudes that didn't make it to the end, the Obergs of the world. An incredible team. Absolutely incredible. And it was led by this man here, who I absolutely hate that we have to say goodbye to. Absolutely hate it. What a run, though. What a run.